The Dimension application window has lots of options that let you configure your workspace, placing the tools you use most often in convenient locations. After viewing this lesson, you'll know how to display Dimension control panels, add buttons to the Quick Access toolbar, and organize your workspace for greatest productivity. When you have a project open in Dimension, the drawing you're working on is displayed in the center. You'll see two control panels open on either side of the window. These let you display different controls with project information and tools. For example, this is the drawing list control. It shows me a list of all drawings in the project. The blue highlighted drawing is the one that's currently open. Double-clicking a row takes me to that drawing. This drawing has a vertical rather than horizontal orientation. I can display the rotation control by clicking the down arrow and selecting it from the list. And now I can select a new angle for the drawing. Both control panels have the same list of controls, so you can arrange your workspace however it's most efficient for you. The control panels can remain docked, or you can click the top of the bar and drag them to another location to allow for more space to see the drawing. If you have multiple monitors, this is a great way to work more efficiently. When you click and drag an undocked control panel, notice the arrows. You can drop the control panel onto one of these arrows to reposition it. Dimension always remembers the layout and contents of your control panels. So if you close and reopen it, the window will be returned to the way you left it. You can have up to 4 control panels. On the View tab, click Add Control Panel to bring up additional ones. Just as with the other control panels, you can move the new one around and dock it using the arrow buttons if you wish. To close a control panel, just click the X at the top. When you reopen it, it will have the same controls as when you closed it. Notice that the drawing list control shows me a flat list of all the drawings in my project. If I add the drawing tree pane, I'll see the drawings grouped into folders, just as they are in the Windows folder. You can decide which of these two options works best for you. As you work on a project, Dimension tracks each drawing that you view in sequence. You can use the left and right arrows to go back to other drawings. Notice that this takes you back through the sequence in which you viewed the drawings, not the alphabetical sequence of the file names. Now, the first time you view a project drawing, the images fit to the window, so it's quite small. You can use the navigation tools to zoom and move around the drawing sheet. The Zoom Rectangle button lets me select a specific area in the plan that I want to see in detail. You can click the Bird's Eye button to open a thumbnail of the drawing. Notice that the blue shaded square shows me the location in the drawing that I see in the main area. If I keep this Bird's Eye window open, I can move it around. But there's also a control panel control called Bird's Eye View. This control shows me exactly the same image, but it stays in the control panel. Each control has a double arrow that you can use to minimize it to keep it out of the way. You can also click the X to close any controls you no longer need to use. I won't cover all of the control panel controls in this video. In upcoming videos, we'll cover each of them as we discuss the features they support. Now, let's talk about the toolbar buttons for just a minute. Notice that my window is showing the large icons for all the buttons, and some of the buttons are too far to the right to see. If I shrink the window, toolbars that are too wide for the new window size show smaller buttons, so they look like this. You can always mouse over the buttons to see the tooltips, and you still have all of the same functionality. For most of these lessons, I'll keep my toolbar expanded, but don't be surprised if you notice that my window looks different from yours. There are a couple of other reasons that what you see might be different, and we'll go over those in later lessons. For now, just remember that if Dimension looks like this, it's not broken. One other area of the Dimension window that can really speed up your work is the Quick Access toolbar. This is the small group of buttons that you'll see in the top left. You can add or remove any commands to this toolbar, so you have your most frequently used commands at your fingertips. No hunting through ribbons to find the one you need. For example, as you learn Dimension, you might want to open the User Preferences window frequently to revise your configuration to work best for you. I can always get to this window on the Settings tab. But if I right-click the button and select Add to Quick Access Toolbar, then I can always get to it no matter which tab I'm on. To remove a command, right-click it and select the Remove option. You can choose whether to display the Quick Access Toolbar above or below the ribbon. The little down arrow to the right of this toolbar has the option Place Quick Access Toolbar below the ribbon. To return it to the top, you can simply select the option again. The toolbar also provides a quick way to customize keyboard shortcuts for any ribbon commands. Right-click anywhere in the ribbon and select Customize Quick Access Toolbar. This window lets you add and remove commands from the Quick Access Toolbar in a slightly different interface. Notice that you can also modify the sequence of the buttons in Quick Access by using the up and down arrows on the right. To get to a command, select the tab and then find the option in the list. For now, I just want to configure my keyboard shortcuts, so I'll click Customize. As with the previous window, you can select the tab and find the command whose keyboard shortcut you want to set. Click a command in the list, and then click in the Press New Shortcut key box. I want to assign a shortcut to the New Project command, so I'll press the keys Control and then N. Those are entered in the box. Then I'll click Assign to save the change. If I click a command that already has shortcut keys assigned, you'll see them under Current Keys. On the other hand, if I try to assign keys that are already in use by a different command, I'll see that in the Shortcut Currently Used By box. When I click Assign, the shortcut is removed from the original command and assigned to this one. I'll close these windows and then test my keyboard shortcut. I'll press Ctrl-Shift-O, and the project list window opens for me to select a project. By now you're starting to get familiar with the Dimension window. In the next lesson, we'll cover how to set the scales on your drawings in preparation for starting takeoff. Before you move on to the next lesson, take some time to explore the control panels and Quick Access toolbar by completing the activity in the handout. Thanks for viewing this Anytime Learning video.